everyone. Welcome to Gospel Music USA, your home on the television for Southern gospel music. My name is Danny Jones. I'm with Singing News Magazine.
And I'm Mike LeFevre with the LeFevre Quartet, and we're so honored that you would join us today. I just want to bring to your attention that we are missing one of our
the person that stands here in the middle, yes. Yeah, Karen is celebrating her 30th wedding anniversary, and she decided she wanted to spend that anniversary with her husband.
Can you believe that?
Right, so Mike and I are left here today to spend time with one of gospel music's all-time favorite quartets. Mike, you know this quartet well. So ladies and gentlemen, we want you to sit back and enjoy the music of one of gospel music's favorite quartets from the great state of Alabama. Here is Gold City.
Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about my home up in the starry skies before the time has come for me to die. I'm gonna open up God's holy word, and then I'll humbly say a little prayer. I'm gonna look into God's holy book and learn about my Jesus there.
Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about old Adam and his lady Eve, who Satan found and he did deceive. Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about old Noah and his traveling zoo, safe in the ark till the flood was through.
Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about my home up in the starry skies before the time has come for me to die. I'm gonna open up God's holy word, and then I'll humbly say a little prayer. I'm gonna look into God's holy book and learn about my Jesus there.
Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about God's love for everyone, the God who gave his only Son. I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about the world's Redeemer who died upon the cross. He was crucified.
Well, I'm a Bible-loving man. I want to know all that I can about my home up in the starry skies before the time has come for me to die. I'm gonna open up God's holy word, and then I'll humbly say a little prayer. I'm gonna look into God's holy book and learn about my Jesus there. I'm gonna look into God's holy book and learn about my Jesus there.
All right.
Here's a song that did well on radio for us. It tells the story of a man who came up in one of those old country churches. And you've heard the phrase, if I could be a fly on the wall. This song says what we might hear if stained glass could talk and church pews could shout.
There's an old country church off County Road 109, forgotten by many and weathered by time. And Lord, how them old saints could pray heaven down if stained glass could talk and church pews could shout. He when he finally hit bottom and walked in alone. But that's where Jesus met him, the biggest sinner in town. If stained glass could talk and church pews could shout, but that old time religion may not be your thing, but love it or hate it, the truth still remains. A lost man went in, but a saved man came out, and that's what they tell you in church pews could shout. He was there every Sunday, the first to arrive, praying and singing with tears in his eyes, 'cause he never got over being glory bound. Oh, if stained glass could talk and church pews could shout, that old time religion may not be your thing, but love it or hate it, the truth still remains. A lost man went in, but a saved man came out, and that's what they tell you if church pews could shout. There's an old country church off County Road 109, and he's gonna visit just one last time. I'm sure we'd hear hallelujahs as we lay him down. Oh, if stained glass could talk and church pews could shout, if stained glass could talk and church pews could shout. Precious memories, how they linger.
Welcome back to Gospel Music USA. Our guest today, Mike, is a quartet that has become well-known, well-respected in the world of gospel music, and that is Gold City.
Yes.
Daniel Riley is doing a great job carrying on the mantle of such a legacy. Danny, why don't you tell us about the current members of Gold City?
Well, these guys have been with me for a little while, and this is our one and only Georgia boy right here. This is Thomas Nally. He sings tenor, and over there singing the bass part, that's an Alabama boy, Chris West. He's from Jasper, Alabama. And back here is Scott Brand. He sings lead. He's from Lineville. And then behind me is our North Carolina boy. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina. He plays the piano, G.W. Southard.
You know what, you think about the three states that he named, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina. All three states are very rich in gospel music history, and of course Gold City is a big part of that. And Mike, you have a little history with this group.
These guys are, this group especially is special to me. I mean, back in 1985, I had the opportunity to sing with these guys. When I joined Gold City back in 85, though, Danny, you were 13 years old.
I was 13, and what were you, about 40?
Somewhere in there.
I was 13 years old, and I tell you what, I remember it like it was yesterday.
But you know, one thing that has not changed in all the years, even when I sang back with Gold City, is Gold City has always maintained quality. And that's one thing I love. And the group sounds absolutely incredible. And I tell you something else, song choices, same way.
Exactly.
We had some great songs back then, but now that's no exception. Church Pews.
Great song.
Another great song.
Well, you know, you depend on a lot of incredible, talented writers that, you know, that we've been blessed through the years, you know, from the very beginning. There are so many incredible songs that Gold City's recorded over the years, and you know, we've tried to keep that standard. We've tried to keep the song, the quality of songs, what they say, up to that standard. And you know, it's my prayer all the time that we can honor the heritage but keep moving forward.
You know, I think it's very reasonable to say that Gold City, down through the years, has influenced so many different people in gospel music, whether it be a quartet, an individual singer, a musician, whatever. But who influenced the members of Gold City? Thomas, you know, singing tenor, who was your influence?
I love Danny Thunderbird. Just incredible, you know, just a good mix of power and passion. Grew up, you know, I was introduced to gospel music through the Cathedral Quartet. My wife was a big Cathedral fan. And then I started listening to all the Gold City stuff and come along and heard Mike and just fell in love with, you know, like you said, they were always just perfection to me. And those two groups, you know, had a big influence on me singing gospel music.
Right. And then Chris, down here on the end, probably has the most challenging task of all.
Yes.
You know, he doesn't get to follow just any bass singer. He gets to follow Tim Riley.
Yeah.
And so, Chris, who are the men that shaped your thoughts about gospel music?
Actually, it was George was the first one. I mean, when I was 12, I was running across my living room and I heard, for a while I thought I was ready to settle down here, and I stopped and said, that's what I'm going to do one day. Well, then later on I heard Gold City, and so Tim and George are really the only two bass singers I've ever, London,
Paris.
but Tim and George.
Well, you can't go wrong with Tim and George.
That's the only two I've really ever listened to my whole life, and you know, to me they're the best, so I just stick to those.
And of course, back here on the back row, you got to if you're going to be a quartet, you got to have a piano player. You really need a good piano player. All right, GW, who was the one that influenced you to want to be a part of gospel music?
Gold City. I remember I was about 8 or 9, and they came to my hometown, and it was the first time I was introduced to any kind of quartet. And I remember it was on a Saturday night. Sunday is like I had headphones on my head. I could hear the music in my head all day. I took a cardboard box. I didn't have a piano, and I was pretending to be Gary Jones on that cardboard box. Wow. I did that for months, and it's amazing how God's worked out me being here.
And now here you are, and sitting next to you is Scott Brand, who on a recent podcast of Singing News, Troy Peach was co-hosting, and he said Scott is one of those individuals that really make you appreciate those people who can breathe and talk and walk at the same time. But Scott, you know, he loves this music. Scott, who influenced you?
It's very easy. When I was a kid, my dad loved Gold City, and there was a cassette, and I remember it was white, and it was called "Singing with the Angels," and there was a song on there called, well, I can't remember now at this point. I can't exactly remember, but Ivan Parker sang it. And I said, man, what a voice and that big tone. And I said, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And through the years, I've listened to Gold City, and it shaped me to who I am. And I honest to God, if it wasn't people like Mike LeFevre, I wouldn't be here.
5 great individual talents combined to make one great group. You'll hear more of this group in just a few moments when you come back to Gospel Music USA. Welcome back to Gospel Music USA. Our guest today, Gold City, and if you love quartet singing, you're going to love what these guys do. Ladies and gentlemen, Gold City.
at the Red Sea filled with doubt. No way around him, no way, no how. 'Cause the waters there before him, they were sure enough deep and wide. Moses stood there and raised his rod, and the waters rolled back and they walked across. They found out when they got to the other side.
Ain't no limit to what God can do. Ain't no stopping him, and that's the truth. In the darkest hour, he's got the power to save. Whatever you face, he's got your back. Nothing is impossible, and that's a fact. Yeah, if God is in it, there ain't no limit.
If you find yourself up against the wall, try as you might, you can't make it fall. And you're close to giving in, giving up while you're watching waves. Just remember what the good book says about the Lord and his promises. He's never not gonna keep every single one he makes.
Ain't no limit to what God can do. Ain't no stopping him, and that's the truth. In the darkest hour, he's got the power to save. Whatever you face, he's got your back. Nothing is impossible, and that's a fact. Yeah, if God is in it, there ain't no limit. He's bigger than the mountain in your way, stronger than the giant that you face, greater than the hold of a cold, dark, lonely grave. Ain't no limit to what God can do. Ain't no stopping him, and that's the truth. In the darkest hour, he's got the power to save. Whatever you face, he's got your back. Nothing is impossible, and that's a fact. Yeah, if God is in it, there ain't no limit to what God can do. Ain't no stopping him, and that's the truth. In the darkest hour, he's got the power to save. Whatever you face, he's got your back. Nothing is impossible, and that's a fact. Yeah, if God is in it, there ain't no limit.
I cast my bread upon the water about helping my brother struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed by doing a good deed that'll come back to me.
Well, I picked up the good book and took me a long look. I believed it each and every part, but I sure rejoiced in knowing about the reaping and the sowing. I really took that lesson to my heart.
I cast my bread upon the water about helping my brother struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'm sowing a good seed, I'm doing a good deed that'll come back to me. Well, I came by my way to heaven, but there's a heaven awaiting, purchased by good and love and Lord. And I'll go on striving, trusting and surviving.
I'm holding on, expecting my reward.
I cast my bread upon the water about helping my brother struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'm sowing a good seed by doing a good deed that'll come back to me.
my brother,
struggling on life's stormy sea.
Oh, yeah.
well, I'll be
Sowing a good seed by doing a good deed. That'll come back to me. Well, I cast my bread on the water by helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed by doing a good deed. That'll come back to me. I cast my bread upon the water by helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed by doing a good deed. That'll come back to me. Oh yes, it's gonna come back to me.
Yes, sir. That's Gold City right there. That is just pure Gold City right there. Man, we are honored that y'all came on the show today. It's been great. The music's been great. Conversation's been great. But I do want to let the folks know how they can get in touch with you, maybe for booking or even for your website even.
Absolutely. The best way to get all the information on Gold City is to go to our website. It's goldcityministries.com, goldcityministries.com. From there, you can connect with us on Twitter, Facebook. If you want to book Gold City, the information on how to do that is on there. So that's the best thing to do. Go to goldcityministries.com.
goldcityministries.com. And man, we've just had, it's been a joy for me to be a host on the show, to have you guys, because y'all are near and dear to my heart. I got to travel with your dad for many years, and it's been an honor to have y'all here today. You've been watching Gospel Music USA with one of the top groups in all of gospel music, Gold City. And right now, why don't y'all do some more music? Would that be all right?
That sounds good.
Folks, Gold City.
I ran into a friend who hadn't seen me for a while. He said I wasn't like I used to be. He wondered what had changed me, and I couldn't help but smile as I told him what the Lord had done for me. Oh, I can tell you why. It's a case of do or die. I had to come to Jesus when I did. Just a sinner on the run, and ashamed of all I've done. On my knees I cried to him, Lord, I repent. I don't know if I might have had another chance or two, but I couldn't put it off. I knew what I had to do. Jesus saved me when the world just slashed me by. And I can tell you why. I can tell you why. It was the love for you and me that made him climb up Calvary. He suffered there to pay the debt of sin. Whosoever may come, wherever you come from, if you're lost, I'll tell my story once again. Once again. Oh, I can tell you why. It's a case of do or die. I had to come to Jesus when I did. Just a sinner on the run, and ashamed of all I